Let's talk Stellar XLM, big events coming up, price action and relevance to the market. Yep, Stellar fans, I haven't forgotten about you. That's right, just because I'm not a fan of the recent performance and you know I got stats to back it up, I'm still a Stellar fan at heart and I know you are too. We're just hoping for better outcomes. Bitcoin sitting at 27,502, ETH 1852, XRP 46.5 found footing, along with XLM this weekend found footing after the most recent decline. We're gonna get big into charts today along with some news. I did a poll exactly 1 week ago, 1,100 of you, by the way, voted. Thank you very much. Doesn't matter what you voted for, but I appreciated you participating. I asked the question, are you happy with the performance of XLM Stellar ecosystem as a whole? Only 27% of you, pretty much 1 out of 4 you think Stellar, yep, you're happy with it. That means the other 3/4 of you are not happy or you are neutral, which when it comes to performance and financially related things, is neutral a good thing? Hell no. Is the company you work for neutral performance good? Hell no. Your kid's neutral in school, is that good? Hell no. Your team's neutral? Hell no. You get my point. But right now you can see it. One of the most bullish channels here on the internet in YouTube, with one of the most bullish XLM Stellar audiences, are not happy. Now let's swing it on over to something that's been getting a lot of news coverage and it's gonna make you think. Beware Pepe meme coin fans, wallet draining airdrop scam circulating. I kid you not, you cannot go on Twitter for more than 5 seconds without seeing some Pepe meme action going on. Now let me ask you though, is it a good use of money? Right? All the bots and all the tweets and all that kind of stuff, keeping Pepe relevant? Is it going to overtake some of the other meme coins? But I just want you to keep the concept in your head about using money for marketing to be relevant. Because if you're not relevant, who's going to use you? But let's go on. Right now, the big news for Stellar is they have their quarter review happening later today. The big questions I have is this: how come you're not garnering a whole bunch more new assets on your chain? You've got over 16,000 assets listed through the Explorer, but yet the last time I checked, you only had in the high 70s of ones that were relevant. That would mean 16,000 plus are not relevant on your chain. It would be nice if you gave us the list of ones that are relevant. The other thing that bothers me too is when they publish their data, and I'm not knocking on them, but you do need clarification of data. When they publish their data for transactions and payments and so forth, are they excluding all the scams from QSI, Whiplash, and Emily that's on there? If they're adding their data in, right, scammer payments and all that in their numbers, I don't want to know that. I want to know what are the real payments, what's the real movement of money and assets on the chain, not scammers' assets. But now I've got a chart to show you. This right here is XLM, Bitcoin, and Ethereum since the FTX crash, okay? FTX crash, I'm using it as a time frame because that is when the market was like scared the most. People were freaking out. We thought everything was just going to melt down to absolute nothing. You can see though, since the FTX crash, Ethereum is actually ahead by 13%, Bitcoin by 29%. XLM though is down almost 17%. So the market has less confidence, shown in by price, of XLM right now than they did when FTX crash happened. That's really, really bad. Why is that bad? Because Bitcoin and Ethereum people have more confidence since the FTX crash. That makes sense because with the FTX crash, bankruptcies and so forth, we all feel like the market's in a better place. We all think bad CPI data is way behind us. Bad inflation is way behind us. Yes, we're still dealing with some, but the worst is behind us. But the price action right now tells us that XLM is way less sought after than Bitcoin and Ethereum when it comes to the FTX time crunch. XLM is more risky. Again, I'll go back to here. It's obvious. People are not happy. 27% of you think they're doing great. On a bullish channel, only 1 out of 4 viewers thinks that things are going great. That's not a good sign and the price reflects it. Now, some of you out there are going to be like, but Klaus, you're picking Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two big kids on the block. All right, cool. Same time frame, except this time I picked XLM in red, XRP in light blue, HBAR in purple, and XMR Monero in pink. Think I did a pretty good job there, kind of, you know, giving you guys some diversity, huh? Get what I'm saying? Comparing a little bit more apples to apples, like for like. Again, you can see XLM is down while the rest of them are either neutral or up slightly during this time period. So again, the market is looking at Stellar XLM as more of a risk now than during FTX times. The price has not clawed itself back. Now let's take a look at price action of XLM since. Here's that FTX crash. As you can see, we only had a couple days here where we were working on it, but the rest of it has been below, and we've seen the sharp decline since. The market is moving on without Stellar. No, I am not being negative, but I've got proof in all these charts that show you since the FTX crash, people are moving away from XLM and moving into other items. When it comes to the markets of moving money, right, our cryptos that do it, you could see other ones are picking up more price action. When it comes to the big boys of Bitcoin and Ethereum, XLM has nowhere near a chance of getting back to that. So the market is moving to bigger things. Part of it has to do with the story I did earlier where the SEC is going after a slew of cryptos. I'll have that linked at the end. The list was so long, I had to do it in like fast speed. It was nuts. I sounded like Alvin and the Chipmunks. But right now, the market is telling us, and that's why I did the video, that they are not happy with the performance of Stellar XLM. This Q1 review is going to be happening, and again, people are going to be asking the same questions. How many of those transactions are scam? Why do you not have that many good, legit assets on your chain? And where is the actual growth coming from? Where's the usage coming from? And why is the performance so poor compared to its peers? I'm not being negative here. In fact, I think I'm being pretty neutral in letting the data, in fact, I'm letting you, the votes that you showed me, say that, hey, look, people are not happy with XLM and Stellar ecosystem. Honestly, a bullish channel like this that has been covering Stellar nonstop for the last several years, I was expecting about 75% of you to be positive feeling about XLM and the Stellar ecosystem. But in fact, it was just the opposite. Only 1 out of 4 of you that decided to vote were like, yo, Stellar is worth my time. They're doing great. The market is moving on. Now, I brought up the Pepe meme coin thing to bring up the idea of this. What about marketing? What's the smart use of marketing, relevance, and so forth? Their quarter review is going to happen. Not much action is going to happen from it. Stellar had the MoneyGram action. Not much happened from there. UNHCR, not much happened from there. Ripple Labs gets a rumor of settlement, and that thing just roars on up. So like I said, is Stellar doing the right thing, not being in the public eye? Should they be in the public eye? Well, honestly, I know what you guys are telling me. What you're telling me is that only 1 out of 4 of you is happy with the performance of XLM. Meanwhile, Bitcoin and Ethereum are popping. Well, it has to do with the SEC listing certain cryptos as securities. That video is this right here. Now, if you want to see what I do outside of crypto, by the way, I'm getting ready for a race preparation. It's all going to be handled on this channel right here. I'm going to announce the date of the race here coming up soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Until more news breaks, pre-burn, and I've got a long run this morning. You cool cats, have a great rest of your day.